everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of girls high school hockey. Tonight, it's the Coon Rapids home opener for the Champlin Park Coon Rapids Bluebirds as they host the Eden Prairie Eagles. Joe Young, along with Jerry Grant and Howie Shapiro. An exciting matchup. Saw a same matchup to start the season early last year with the Bluebirds coming out on top in overtime.
Well, they're both 1-0, Howie, and you talked a little bit with the Eden Prairie coach. And what did you find out?
Well, he was certainly happy with the start. They did lose a little bit from a year ago, but they brought their number of their scorers back. They didn't score a lot, but their biggest goal this season is to be able to put the puck in the net a little bit more. 37 shots in their 2-0 win from the other night. He was very pleased with that.
Yeah, that's a good amount of offensive output, even if you only have 2 to show for it. On the flip side, the Bluebirds only had 2. They only needed 2. They got the win on Thursday night, and now hoping to make it a streak to start.
Well, Mackenzie got behind the defense twice, and both times that happened, she put the puck in the net, so that was good to see. I remember talking with you after the first period when you had the comments from the coach last time around, and he says, well, we need to play a lot faster, and I thought that the Bluebirds did. Each period, they seemed to get a little better. They got better defensively, and we talked a little bit, Joe, about how many shots they gave up in the third period. I think it was under 5. So that was good defense. They finished the game off.
Well, and Eden Prairie Eagles come in. They do return their leading scorer. She has yet to get on the board this season, did not factor into the scoring sheet on Thursday night. But she's one that the Bluebirds are going to have to watch.
It's Addie Mitchell. She was their leading scorer from a year ago, 10 goals, 9 assists. So she's really a catalyst on the ice for great hands around the net. Jerry, I know you'll be talking about that all night long, but she's really a leader out there, and that's what they're looking for tonight, to try and get that leadership going and really, get a good start here.
Yeah, you need your big players to try to put the puck in the net for you and get things going.
Well, we talked about it on Thursday night. The Bluebirds returning their top 2 scorers from a year ago. Sydney Bernovic was noticeable on Thursday night in the opener. Did not crack the score sheet, but she is one to keep an eye on for sure. Had a very nice freshman season, and she was all over the ice on Thursday night.
Yes, she was. She hustled. She was really supporting her teammates, supporting the puck, and I was impressed with her skating and putting pressure on things.
Both teams trying to go to 2-0. It's the home opener at the Crick for the Bluebirds against the Eagles next on CTN. To drop the puck between the Eagles and the Bluebirds. Both teams off to a 1-0 start, looking for win number 2. Last year it was season opener. The Eagles out to a 3-0 lead before the Bluebirds got their offense rolling, came back and won in overtime.
Well, at Rogers the other night, the Bluebirds started a little bit slow, so hopefully they'll be able to not try that again.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Gutterman, he says, we're not looking for a slow start tonight, guys. We're looking to try and start similar to they started in the second period against Rogers.
Yeah.
Well, the Bluebirds would like to avoid having as many overtime games as they did last year.
A lot of them.
8 overtime contests, a record of 3-3-2 in those extra session events.
Coach Gutterman getting his crew ready to roll for that first shift of the game. Nice atmosphere, Howie.
So great atmosphere. Big crowd here tonight, Saturday night. There has head coach Steve Persian of the Eden Prairie Eagles.
And wasn't it nice that they gave a little tribute tonight?
It's their Veterans Day, and we want to at CTN wish all those who have served or are currently serving or certainly have lost their lives saving our freedom. We want to wish everybody a wonderful Veterans Day, and we certainly appreciate that everything that they do for us and for our country.
Absolutely. Have a good night there, ladies and gentlemen of the military.
Absolutely.
Mitchell and McKenzie will drop it. The Bluebirds will force it in deep. Brnovic gives chase. Eagles breaking it out on the left side. Bobbled by Mitchell. Held in at the line by McKenzie. Then lost control. Oswego steps up to hold the blue line momentarily for CPCR. Now McKenzie back to her own blue line. Trying to toe drag. Tipped off her stick. A backhander misses wide for Brnovic. Semling back behind for McKenzie. Got away from her. Poked it back. And Pinot sends it around for Eden Prairie. Right back in. Pinot circles in the corner. Hopped off her stick. She fires at the length of the ice. That'll be icing. And we'll have a face-off back in the Eagles' end. 45 seconds into this first period.
Yeah, nice opening shift. McKenzie found herself coming down the slot. Had a nice opportunity to get the shot off, but she had some space.
One of the things Coach Persian told me is that we want to continue to be aggressive offensively. And we want to get a lot of zone presence, and we want to make sure we put a lot of pressure at the house.
That's so.
Conrad behind the net will bring it to the near side. Cut off by Del Castillo. Good battle along the boards. June Semling forces it deeper. Eagles will regroup behind their own net. Played out to center. Interrupted and taken away by Nola Milton. Near side for Semling. She fires it down on the keeper, Lorton. Shovels it into the corners. Zahalka first one there for the Bluebirds. And an early penalty as Conrad gave a little cross check.
Yeah.
Running right back into Zahalka on the forecheck.
Well, good opportunity for the Cardinals, the Bluebirds, excuse me. I told you I was not going to do that tonight,
well,
but now I'm done.
It's done. You got the one over with.
You'll see it on the replay here.
There you see it.
Little cross check, a little bit physical there, and the Bluebirds get their power play going early in the game.
Well, and they love to take advantage of this early power play situation.
Face-off win for Brnovic. Oswego waits. And now will send it in and around. McKenzie flips it back behind. Controlling for the Eagles is Pinot, but plays it back around. And now the clear attempt failed. Good forecheck. Is that Bowden got in and kept them from clearing. Oswego near side gets it back from Semling. June Semling on the midboard, down low for Bowden, back for Semling. She'll take a shot off the crossbar, tried to go short side up over the keeper's shoulder and just caught iron.
Good passing sequence. I like how they moved that puck down low to build a 2-on-1.
A cross one-timer for Semling off the side of the net. She'll poke it back into the corner. Bowden will battle for it and relieve the Eagle defender of her. Oh, whose stick went? Never mind. Tip out front, rebounds free. Bowden poking at it, jammed and covered, waved off as the Bluebirds start to celebrate.
Evidently the whistle blew, and I don't even know if the puck went in, but it was right on the line area there.
We'll see what we can take a look at that, guys. And
Semling going short side, great little shot. Then a good tip up high from Brnovic. Bowden poking away at it. And waved off as Bowden maybe pushing the netminder in with the net.
Yeah. Lorton made a really nice pad save on that shot from the point. She was screened, but she was able to get her left foot out and just get the piece of that puck and keep it in front of her.
Coach Persian mentioned her play from the win against Chaska Chanhassen.
Trip will not be called as Ketting was tripped up right at the blue line.
Good hustle by Elfin there.
Ketting recovers behind the net. 35 seconds left on the Bluebird power play. Alpin gets it ahead and gets it to Easton. Her shot into the glove of Lorton. We'll have another offensive zone face-off. 23 left on the advantage. And they'll get that top unit back out there.
Yes, hopefully they'll be able to hold the puck in the zone like they did the first time they were out and get some opportunities.
Yeah, that first unit looking to get a little pressure.
All three have already taken draws. Brnovic June Semling and Lily McKenzie have all taken draws already in this first period. Clear attempt, stopped up by Lily McKenzie. Picks her head up, shoots through traffic. It deflects into the near corner. Semling sweeps it behind. Bowden is there. Voids the stick check, gets it around for McKenzie, and now gets it back in the corner. Bowden back to the near side. Semling plays it up top for Oswego. Penalty is over, back to even strength. Eagles able to play it out to center. McKenzie plays it off the boards. Brnovik couldn't control. Flip back to the near side where it's gloved down by Ava Moe. They regroup.
Nice regroup.
Through center comes Petrie, but offside at the line.
D to D to wing. No one covering the wing. Real nice, quick regroup by Eden Prairie, but it led to an offside.
The Eagles did a pretty good job of staving off that power play by the Bluebirds. The Bluebirds did get, I believe, 3 shots on goal during that power play opportunity.
Yeah, the key is just don't let them score.
Yeah, that's why you're the professor.
Alphin's pass behind the net is cut off. Tipped out to the point through traffic. The save made by Wastrel. Eagles trying to come out of the corner. Del Castillo forces it back to the board. Forcing it up to the blue line is Easton. And the Bluebirds get it out. Callie Alford will take his shot. Blocker saved by Lorton. Elvin Cronk plays it around behind, and again, a clean breakout for the Eagles. Stopped up though at center ice. Mitchell wins the race to the puck, but then outnumbered. Gives it up, and the Bluebirds ice it. Takes a funny bounce and nearly didn't make it across the goal line.
Yes, you never know where that puck will go. Once in a while, there could be just a little ripple there.
Hops. Yep.
A little cut from a skate blade, a neck on the dasher, and
one thing
right out.
Coach Gutterman talked about, in the game the other night that we did, is the rebounds that, Wastrel's trying to not give up, because, in a couple of situations she gave up a rebound, didn't result in a goal.
Right.
But you've got to make sure you don't give those rebounds up.
Yep.
Bluebirds reverse. Oswego sweeps it to the boards. Good pressure from Eden Prairie, coming out with speed. McNeil down into the corner to forecheck. Oswego will try the near side for Tessa Bowden. Her pass deflected away, but they get it ahead to Kylie Ketting. Ketting into the zone. Snapshot misses wide into the near corner. Scheil keeps it off the board. Through center, got away from her a bit. Stepping up was Ali Paginen. June Semling attacking down the near side. Throws it across the top of the crease. Off the far boards comes Kowalkowski. She had one of the goals for Eden Prairie in their opening win on Thursday night. Briley Del Castillo will skate with it to center. Flip it around Conrad and recover in the corner. Tries to get it behind for McKenzie. Stepping up is Milton. Eagles able to get it out. Play it down to the Bluebirds' end. Del Castillo there first. Back for Brnovik. Missed her stick. She's bumped along the boards. McKenzie moves it forward. McKenzie continues to battle. Puck underneath her. Comes free to June Semling. Semling turns through center. Forced wide, lost the handle, forces it deep as she's taken down in a heap along the board.
Nice collision there.
Conrad back behind her own net. Into the corner and ahead. That pass didn't click. Oswego kicks it over to the far side, or near side. Nola Milton will play it in deep. First one there is Streed. She's tied up by Evelyn Semling. And that one sent out as Callie Alphen just getting onto the ice. Underneath Oswego, she's chased back into her own end. Trying to get away from the pressure from Pottinger. Alphen circled, puck loose, backhand chance, kicked away by Wastrel. Played to the point, tipped out front, puck loose. Pottinger just couldn't get it to settle down in the slot. She's tied up now in the near corner by Olivia Reed. Alphen poking at it. Comes free for the Eagles, though. Petrie turned around and gave it away. Easton able to get it out to center for CPCR. Fired right back in and blocker to the corner by Wastrel.
Good shift by EP that time. They had some good forechecking going.
And giving it a little bit of that pressure on the offensive end is what they wanted to do.
Zahalka in, but made one last move. Ketting couldn't straddle the blue line long enough to avoid the whistle with 8:47 to go in the opening period.
Oh, that dreaded move before the blue line. It causes a lot of offsides. Get the zone, then make the move.
Well, it was a good stick for Eden Prairie, forcing her to make that move. It's a good time to defend.
Yes, that blue line is your friend.
At both sides.
You got it.
Bowden trying to spin away from all the traffic. Her pass deflected and now carried in by Mitchell offside.
So far early on, the Bluebirds out shooting the Eagles 6-2, or 6-2 margin, according to our scorekeeper.
Yeah. But Eden Prairie has picked up their pace the last 2 minutes. They're getting their feet are moving a little better. They're putting pressure on pucks, and it's leading to some opportunities for them to get in the zone and hold on to that puck.
I like their offensive strategy with June Semling lining up back at the defensive position and then comes flying through. Good deflection in and saved by Lorton. But then McKenzie, if she can just tie up and leave that puck for Semling coming through there with speed.
Yeah, it's a good set play.
Bernovic, crashing from the other wing position, was the one that ended up getting control of it. Either way, attack with speed on neutral zone faceoffs. Milton ties up along the boards as Swegan recovers the puck. Near side for Semling, skipped off her stick and right to Pino. Across for Conrad. Conrad circles back behind her own net, stops up again. Skate to stick, flips it around the loose stick, and that one airmailed to the other end, and icing is waved off as it ran out of steam. Swegan through the middle, that was broken up by Scheil.
That was dangerous.
Good play to herself by Del Castillo, but the centering pass just behind Evelyn Semling. That shot hit traffic now. Easton in the corner trying to recover. She's tied up. Support on the play comes from Semling. Easton trying to walk out, trying to jam it short side, see if she could find a hole underneath the blocker, but Lorton stood tall.
Yep, Lorton was right on the post where she belonged.
Easton bumped off it. Conrad trying to move it ahead, set back in deep by Alphen. Conrad behind her own net again. Swings it around far side. Great hustle from Callie Alphen. Plays it back in deep. She'll get a line change, knowing that most of her line mates already got off.
Yeah,
a good offensive zone line change from the Bluebirds.
Yeah, got in the opposite corner, and that was great.
Bowden trying to send it out of front, just out of the reach of Ketting. Zahalka there jamming away at it as well. Bowden nearly had it, now recovers. She's chased in the corner, bumped off it, but got it to Ketting behind the net. Ketting ridden off along the boards, puck taken away by Swartout, and she'll fire at the length and get some fresh legs on the ice because the Eagles were tired, pinned in their defensive end.
That was a good shift by that line. They pinned them in, like you say, and they ran their forecheck the way they're supposed to, put pressure on the puck every time it moved, and had some chances at the doorstep.
Yeah, they had 3 more shots on goal on that opportunity. And, you know, one of the things that we were talking, I was coaching Coach Gutterman, said they really want to play fast, but they have to be aware what they want to do with the puck. I mean, if they're playing fast, they have to know where their teammates are, and they have to be able to make sure and make smart decisions.
Yes.
McKenzie's centering pass was taken away. And that is going to be another icing against the Eagles as Pino really put some power behind the cross-ice pass.
Yes, he did. Had some mustard on that puck. But no one there.
A little hot sauce. A little hot sauce.
A little hot sauce.
McKenzie ties up. Bernovic can't get a stick on it either. Eagles able to recover. McNeil dumps it in and gives chase. And she's going to get the penalty for a pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Lean in?
That's
Did you call it a lean in?
Yeah.
Just kind of lean
I mean,
into
she
that
went
play?
she took Oswego into the boards
She did.
pretty solidly.
She did.
And if they stay on their feet together and you're just holding her to the boards, you may not get called for that. You probably should, because it's a check. But then when you both come down, you're definitely getting the call.
Yeah.
Well, now another opportunity for the power play for the
And
Bluebirds.
the first one didn't look too bad. They had some opportunity.
Yeah, got some shots on net.
Face-off win for the Bluebirds as Sweget will send it down to Bowden in the corner, out for a quick one-timer. But it's turned away. Bernovic in a great position.
Yep, very nice play. Heads up, sire open, good pass.
Bernovic digs it free, tries to walk out, leaves it for Semling. The shot that hit Bowden out front, and it's poked home by Lily McKenzie. Bluebirds on the board.
Yep.
Or was it? No, it was Bernovic who poked it home.
Good puck possession. Got some pucks to the net. Got that thing to pop back down for a rebound. And the next thing you know, it's in the twine.
Well, you push enough at the net, you get enough pressure in on the net,
Here,
good things will happen.
Good shot right there.
Yep.
No one knows where it is. Back into the slot area. Bingo.
Nice goal for the Bluebirds.
Now, does Bowden get an assist for the initial shot hitting her?
Probably not.
That's a good question, though, Joe.
Neither will the Eden Prairie player who had the puck hit her and drop into the slot.
Oh, she won't. She definitely won't get the assist.
Second assist, number 10, Julie Semling.
Nope, she got cut out. Semling and McKenzie on the assists. A power play goal has the Bluebirds in front 1-0. Long cross-ice pass deflected deep into the Eden Prairie end. Over skating it is Swart out. She's pressured by Zahalka, plays it to the far corner. Ketting first one there for CPCR. She's got a little bit of room, plays it out to the point. Milton, a shot that misses into the near corner. Good pressure coming down from Paginin. Sent in deep by Kettings. Zahalka pressures. Bowden had a piece of that pass along the end boards. Milton steps up, holds the line. Finally, Eden Prairie comes free. A 2-on-1 at the line. Mitchell plays it across. They're both just dead tired. As Elva Krog was pinched off in the corner. Icing waved off. And right back on the attack come the Eagles. Petrie sends it in deep as Sweget moves it around. Evelyn Semling tied up, still digging for it. Battling with Pino. Pino at the line, takes that shot and misses wide. Ava Moe will play it back out to the point. Shot through traffic is saved by Wastrel.
Hit it right in the mask.
Yeah, they find those points, they're open. They're taking good shots.
Semling able to force it out to center and then sent right back in deep by Ava Moe. Oswego plays it to the line. McNeil holds it and sends it back to the near corner. Fresh legs and a weird hop off the Zamboni door. Eden Prairie pressuring on the forecheck. Spinning shot was going wide anyway, but directed to the sideboard by Oswego. Kolkoski plays it out to the point. That shot from the point by Pino hit traffic. Back the other way comes Lily McKenzie. Fanned on the pass attempt. Will dump it in deep. Far corner, Bernovic will send it back in and around. McKenzie had it bounce away from her. Had it back momentarily. Will now try and tie up. Bernovic pokes it free, comes away, out to the point. Nola Milton through traffic. It hit out front, jammed at by Bernovic. She's buried in the crease as the Eagles gain control and try and gain neutral ice, which they do.
Good shot by Milton. She had a great screen set up there and put it on the net.
Briley Del Castillo to the high slot. Tried to make one more move. A backhand chance right into the defender, McNeil. The 221s push one another a little bit in front of the net. Comes free. Lily McKenzie trying to jam it toward the net. June Semling plays it to the point, and Del Castillo sends it right back in deep. Back out, Semling. For Del Castillo, can't get it deep this time. Will walk to the high slot. Her shot deflected up and over the net. Recovered by Pino. Pino plays it high off the glass all the way down. We'll have icing as it reaches at 1:01 remaining in the first period.
Castillo has a couple nice shifts here. She looked like she got hurt a little bit that last shift, but she got right back into it. Did a good job. You see in front, there's a crashing in that. Sometimes you end up on the ice, and you see that happening there to Bernovic. But good effort. That's where you score a lot of goals. If you can get in
That's
there.
where she got her first. Looking for her second.
That's where it happens.
Dump back in deep, Ketting behind the net. Good body usage to protect the puck, but outnumbered, it comes loose. And the Eagles come to center off a skate and right to Paginin. She'll send it back in on the backhand.
Good decision when you're under a minute. Put it back down in their end.
Played back out to center, and that one's deflected up and out of play.
Not a bad period by the Bluebirds. They've been doing a nice job moving their feet. They certainly have the shot advantage. They played good defense like they did the last period up at Rogers, so that's continuing.
Hey, Mike, can you hear me?
12-3 on the clock in shot advantage for the home team. And, of course, the power play goal from Sydney Bernovic has them with a 1-0 lead. Down to the final 20 seconds of this first period. Ava Moe down the boards, tried to play it out front. Was taken away by a Swegan behind the net. McKenzie and Paginin both tied up there, and they'll just pin and try and burn off those final 5 seconds, which they will. And the Bluebirds will be able to go to the locker room with a 1-0 lead and in their home opener.
Yeah, it's a good first period. I would say that. Something to build on, no doubt about that.
And for Eden Prairie, down 1-0, but could be much worse. Their goaltender Lorton had a nice first period, has kept them in it, and but they're going to need more offensive pressure on the net if they hope to come back. Down on the sidelines with head coach Todd Gutterman is Howie Shapiro.
Thanks,
Howie?
Joe. Coach, a 1-0 lead, 12 shots on goal. I thought you guys did a really nice job of pressuring. A lot of time down in their end. Your thoughts on that first period?
I liked it a lot better than the first period the other night. We're moving. They're playing faster. I'd like to have more than one on the scoreboard, but I love our period.
Defensively, limiting just 3 shots on goal. You got to feel good about the way your defense has played so far in that first period?
Yeah, collectively. I mean, the forwards are doing a nice job of getting back and helping our D. Our D are keeping them outside. But, yeah, it was like all around good period.
What's the message to the girls in between periods?
Well, you're playing Eden Prairie. They got a great coach. They got a great team. You know they're going to come with a counter punch, so we got to be ready.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. We'll take a quick break and be back to break it all down right after this.
All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at the Crick, and the Bluebirds from Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, a 1-0 lead after the first period in this home opener. And they came in with a mission. They wanted to start better than they had in the season opener. Mission accomplished.
That's what Todd Gutterman told you, Howie. He was late to start because they were a lot quicker. They pinned Eden Prairie in their end a lot. They controlled play. They had the puck more than the other team. That's a good start.
Yep. And he talked about how their forwards came back and played a little defense, make sure that they kept that puck wide. I thought they had a really nice first period.
Yeah. Well, every team wants to start the season 2-0. They took step one by beating Rogers 2-1 on Thursday night. Now in their home opener, they come out and set the tone against the Eden Prairie Eagles and grab that 1-0 lead. And they did it with a lot of good pressure. June Semling just ripped that shot off the post. And then good pressure down low. Leads to the puck being in the net, but I think that should have been a good goal.
Quick whistle.
It was a little bit of a quick whistle, and Tessa Bowden couldn't believe it. But then the power play pays off with Sydney Bernovic cashing in off of the deflection. Out front, quick shot, no chance for Lorton. And Lorton, as we talked about, Jerry, really kept the Eagles in that first period. Now it's up to the Eagles to come out and try to answer the kind of intensity that Champlin Park Coon Rapids has brought.
Yeah, well, you saw Lorton make that save there where the puck eventually went in, but she saw that puck through the screen, got her pad on it, and she's been really working hard to control that puck and to find it.
Well, the Bluebirds now even on quick whistles because they had a quick whistle on what would have been a goal against Rogers, and so now they evened it up here tonight.
Well, there you go.
Well, 2 more periods to play yet this evening. The Bluebirds 1, the Eagles 0. We drop the puck on period 2 after this on CTN. Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Champlin Park Coon Rapids a 1-0 lead over Eden Prairie after a period. Trying to start their season out 1-0 or 2-0. Sydney Bernovic got the goal on the power play. First of the season for the sophomore.
Yeah. Well, the Bluebirds had a lot of nice opportunities. I had them for about 4 good quality chances down low when that puck was there. But Lorton, she made some nice saves, so they have to get that second one by her.
Well, as you know, Jerry Bear and anybody, goaltender can make or break your squad.
Oh, yes. You need goaltenders. They are very important.
Yes, they are. Just ask Joe. He knows.
I have some respect for the position.
Yes, you do.
Good.
We are underway in the second period. Eden Prairie winning the draw, and it's played in deep by McNeil. Eagles in on the forecheck. Mitchell gets away with it. Out to McNeil at the point. A tip that just misses wide. Now regaining in that corner. The centering pass went through the top of the crease for Mitchell. She'll get it back behind the end line. Tipped away by McKenzie. Lost it in her skates. Kicks it out to center. It's picked up there by June Semling. Semling goes wide to the corner, stops up, looked out to the point, and the Bluebirds dangerously close to too many players as both defenders were trying. Wow, that puck just absolutely stopped on the wet spot.
Yep, there's a few wet spots to start.
Eagles stay onside, but the pass misses. Del Castillo overskates it. Now able to get it to Lily McKenzie. McKenzie able to sidestep some pressure, skate to center.
Penalty.
Draws a penalty. Bowden will snap a shot. Rebound comes way out into the high slot, swept into the traffic, and it's touched up, and another power play opportunity for the Bluebirds. Already 1 for 2.
Already 3. That's the third one of the game so
hook.
far.
Hook in the hands. Yeah, that's
can't do that
there a long time. Well, I always tell the players, keep skating, keep skating. As soon as you start reaching with your stick, the referees are looking closely to make that call.
Zahalka ties up on the draw. Easton gets it back to Alphen at the point. Set up near corner. Milton back up top. That shot through, kicked away by Lorton. Ketting tied up and taken down. Bluebirds able to regain control. Milton's shot stopped on the doorstep. Zahalka tried to flip it over Lorton, but able to maintain her composure and keep it out as the Eagles clear. Nearly got away from Alphen. Now she'll pick it back up and take it on the run through center. Alphen will take his shot. Lorton will stop and cover.
Good wheels by Alphen there. She's able to lug that puck through, and no one picked her up, so she had space, keep going, had a little screen shot through the legs, and a good save by Lorton again.
Yeah, again, make their goaltender work for it.
Let's see if they can set it up again. That's when things are working for them.
Tie up off the draw. Eagles able to gain control and send it the length of the ice. Allison Dahl bringing pressure on McKenzie behind the net. Lily McKenzie will skate with it through center. Stop up top of the circles and send it around. Semling waiting on the far side. Down low, gets away from Bowden. Pressured and it's coughed up. Eagles able to clear, knocked down by Oswego. And good pressure from Allison Dahl, forced that pass to be a little off target. The Eagles slowing the Bluebirds through center ice. Bertovic pokes it in, but the Eagles able to get to it first. Circling with it is Pino. She plays it off the glass all the way down. Just 17 seconds remaining on the power play for Champlin Park Coon Rapids. Played out to center. Pino had it taken away from her, and that pass doesn't click. McKenzie blocks it back into the corner. Centers out front. All alone is Bowden, and Lorton able to close the door.
I don't think she could settle on her stick the way she wanted to, but you know, Lynn McKenzie was such a smart hockey player. She looked back to see where her teammates were before she even got to the puck. And then a nice feed there, but she just couldn't get the shot off that she wanted.
Nice move. She tried to get that puck.
And they score! Bluebirds double it up right off the draw. Briley Del Castillo gets her first of the season.
Yeah, Riley's been very noticeable tonight. She's been involved in the play a lot, and good for her to get that goal, to get the Bluebirds up by 2.
Yeah, and again, another important goal that puts a little insurance between you and Eden Prairie. Obviously, plenty of hockey left, but she's going to find that.
Just weave through some traffic and put it top shelf.
Yeah, a big smile on her face afterwards. She's happy with that goal.
Easton picking up her first assist of the season. And a 2-0 lead early in this second period for CPCR. Riley is the last of the 6 Del Castillo girls.
Right, it's been like, we've been calling their name for a long time.
There's been a Del Castillo on the team every year. It's got to be for the last 8.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Well, that's great.
That's fun. That's fun hockey history. Coon Rapids, Champlin Park hockey history.
Well, let's see what Eden Prairie can do to try to answer that. They have to pick up their pace.
Well, one of them, I think it was Brandy. But I'm not for sure. I think it was Brandy that was coaching with the Bluebirds.
I think
a short
so.
time.
I think so.
Oh.
Yep. Battle along the boards. Emerging with it is Milton. Gets it to Oswego. She's pressured in the corner. Up the boards for Semling, who gets it out to center. Spun back in by Pinot, but here comes Kyla Oswego. Poked away from her. Eagles nearly had numbers, but unable to drag the leg quite long enough was Gianna Kolakowski.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're lugging that puck as the last person and making moves in the neutral zone. Got to make sure you have that player behind you backing you up, or look for that open player and move the puck.
Well, and that's an unfortunate situation for the Eagles too, because it looked like they had a kind of an opportunity there, and they certainly need one.
They did.
Oswego shovels it around. Bowden, or sorry, that's Bernovic tied up on the near board. Pass out front, just out of the reach of Sarah David. Good pressure to keep it in the zone, though, for Eden Prairie. Opportunity, and that one just slipped off the stick of Genevieve Streed. Long pass, Bernovic trying to get around McNeil, and does. Leaves it in the slot. McNeil slow to get up in the near corner. Eden Prairie able to win possession back, get it out to center. Del Castillo there, and will skate right back to the Eden Prairie end. Hands it off, Bowden to her backhand. Little backhand chance for McKenzie on the doorstep. This one's cleared the length, that'll be icing. And a face-off back in the Eden Prairie end, 10:41 to go in period number 2.
The speed by the Bluebirds, that is definitely causing problems for Eden Prairie when they're able to wind it up and show that speed and put them on their heels. So keep that up, and they're looking good.
Yeah, and you know, in that situation where they've got to force an icing just to kind of regroup, that you're being outplayed in that situation.
Sahalka wins the draw. Del Castillo gets it to Ketting. Her shot was blocked. Back out to the point. Alphen just plays it safely into the corner. Swung around. Alphen there to hold. Will dump it back down the boards. Comes free for Ketting. Left it for Sahalka. Her shot deflected into the corner. Swept up the board by Conrad. Alphen pinches, holds momentarily, and now a 2-on-1, but played with a high stick by the Eden Prairie Eagles. And a face-off back in their defensive end.
Yeah, well, that was a good thing that the high stick was there, because Eden Prairie finally had an opportunity they're looking for. That would have been their first odd rush of the game, I do believe.
I believe you're correct. And then just, again, a lot of zone presence for the Bluebirds down here, and really controlling the action, through the first period and so far through period number 2.
Forced into the corner. Eagles able to emerge with it. Flipped up the board by Streed. Good recovery by Reed.
They could hit the referee's skate there.
Yeah, that was fortunate for the Bluebirds.
Nice pass.
Cross ice pass knocked down by Evelyn Semling. Now played through. Mitchell can't drag past Paginin. Easton flips it into the zone. Reed gives chase. Pokes at it. Free puck picked up by Eden Prairie. Played to the line. Oswego a shot, a glove, and a hold for Riley Lorton.
Good decision by Oswego there. She got the puck quickly, put it right on the net, hoping somebody could get there if there's a rebound, but Lorton did her job by holding the puck.
Yeah, she made sure there was no rebound, because as you mentioned, Bluebirds are right there to pounce on it if there is one.
Left behind, Semling out to the point. Del Castillo had to reach for it. Gets it across. Milton snaps a shot. It's deflected up and over the net. McNeil trying to play it up and out, but held there by Del Castillo. Comes loose. McKenzie flips it toward the net. Lorton makes the save, finds it, and covers.
I like how the Bluebirds are covering for each other. They're able to put a little pressure by the D pinching down, and they get help going back, as you might see here. You see puck pops out to McKenzie, and she gets another shot on goal.
Now it's all about the pressure, and that's what the Bluebirds are doing here down in the Eagle end. 20 shots on goal so far for the Bluebirds here in this hockey game.
And one in this period, I think, for
just the
UT.
one, correct.
Shot through traffic, tip, didn't get through to the net. There were two sticks there looking for the deflection, and unfortunately didn't make it through. Brnovic leaves it off. Semling's shot is blocked. Del Castillo quickly deflected and again hit traffic off the stick of Sydney Brnovic. Pass too far. Del Castillo recovers, pressured by Petrie. Was able to get it out across the blue line, so offside.
Well, Bradley did a good job. She countered another shot on goal, and there's that nice tip as you saw Brnovic getting the stick on it.
Twice, and then it went off of the stick and the body of Lily McKenzie. That was twice in a row. They had good deflections set up just inside the hash marks, but it deflected into another offensive teammate. Blast from the point. Goal.
Big goal for Eden Prairie. Huge goal.
That was an absolute bullet for Ella Conrad.
Conrad didn't waste any time. When you see it in the replay, she just loaded up and bam.
Loose puck came to her and she fired it, and it's a one-goal game.
Well, again, the Eagles certainly needed that goal because they've been being outplayed, but look at that shot right to the far corner. Woo. Top net.
Yeah, that was a rip. She really did rip that. She just kind of leaned into that thing and first timed it.
Sword out right back into the offensive end for the Eagles. Turnaround shot was blocked. Sword out. Can't get it through. Bluebirds able to get it out, but Eden Prairie sends it right back in.
Well, Jerry, that gives the Eagles a little momentum.
Oh,
something they really needed. They've been lacking here so far.
Yeah, look at them skate right now.
Yep.
They're jumping their step on this shit.
Passionate fans on the pass. Pressured by Streed. In there to assist is Allison Dahl. It comes free, and now Streed will send it back down low. Streed back out to the point. Ketting tripped up, but no call. Coming free with it is Bowden. She'll flip it to the corner and give chase. Tying up McNeil as they hit the end board. Eagles able to send it all the way down, and that'll be icing.
Well, Bluebirds just need to get back to what they've been doing most of the game. Just settle back down, keep putting pressure on. Goals happen.
Goals do happen. I mean, it's tough. Shutouts are tough to get at any level.
Yes, they are. Yeah, and the key is just get back to your game and don't worry about that. And try to get the next one.
Well, you know you've been outplaying the squad too.
Yeah.
So.
Mitchell flips it around, gives chase. Oswego gets there first. Pressures behind the net, played up the board for Brnovic. She's pinched off of it.
Ouch, referee took a dive.
Stepping through his Pino scores!
Just like that, all of a sudden we have a tie game. Just a couple little errors here and there, and the next thing you know, Eden Prairie has jumped on a few things.
Well, and again, for a team that's looking for some offensive output, a couple of goals here to tie it up is really huge. And, really only 6 shots on net.
And again, it was a loose puck off the battle.
Referee down, everybody's kind of distracted. And
Pino just grabs it, comes out of the corner, and goes high top shelf.
Right over her shoulder.
Things happen. I mean, the referee falls down. You can't pay attention to that. You got to pay attention to the puck. Things just get a little goofy. You have to.
A single assist, number 11, Annie Mitchell. 10 goals, 10-7. Pino for Mitchell.
And now the momentum and the fire definitely in the feet of Eden Prairie, and now they're going to get their first power play as Pino is hooked to the ice.
Yeah, Pino stepped her game up. She walked out of the corner, and now she just did a little counter on the top of the zone. Watch her do a little spin here and hook hands.
Stick in there.
Stick in the hands again. Del Castillo looks like she went to the box.
All of a sudden, it's a new game.
First chance on the power play for the Eden Prairie Eagles. McKenzie wins the draw for CPCR. Milton tried to get it back to her as she was falling. Milton has it back now. And the clear attempt broken up. Again, the Eagles able to hold, and now McKenzie able to whack it free. Get in behind the defender, and a great stick by Ella Conrad. Got it out in front of McKenzie and able to poke it free into her netminder. Watch the stick.
Just
keeps
a
it
great
down,
play.
pokes it away.
Coach Gutterman said, you know, this young lady, Lily McKenzie, can create, and again, just a great defensive play to get a stick in there and not let her settle it on her stick and get an opportunity to get a shot on net.
McKenzie wins the draw to the corner and recovers. Trying to find herself some room, plays it back to the corner and will forecheck again, shorthanded. Comes back near side. Conrad loaded up for the long pass, and then they'll go cross ice instead. They work through center, and into the zone comes Kowalkowski. Kowalkowski into the corner, pressured by Oswego, pinched to the board. Milton had it momentarily, but gives it back to Elvacrog. McKenzie had it momentarily. Shot blocked by Bernovic. Oswego plays it up to the line, but held there by Conrad. Pass out of the corner from Elvacrog was stopped up. Swept back behind by Bernovic. McKenzie gets hold of it and sends it 200 feet.
Got a couple of fresh players there. The Bluebirds get 2 new ones out there.
Played in deep by Petrie. Eswegan gets there first, feels the pressure. Pottinger nearly got herself run over, but able to separate the Bluebird player from the puck. And Eden Prairie sets up the shot saved by Wastrel.
There's a hook.
And that will negate the remainder of the power play and put the Bluebirds back on the advantage. And it was right as Del Castillo's penalty ended, so it'll be a full 2-minute power play for the home team.
Well, and the Bluebirds would certainly welcome this power play opportunity because they'd like to get that lead back after up by 2, and all of a sudden it's tied. And all the momentum is on the Eagles side right now.
It was a good aggressive penalty kill by the Bluebirds. They were able to get more opportunities than Eden Prairie did. And McKenzie had quite the shift there. She's out there a little bit of time, and she's still on the ice. Must be in pretty good condition early in the year.
Well, she's a cross-country runner.
Well, that helps.
So keeps herself in pretty good shape. Eswegan across for Lily McKenzie. Couldn't control. Clean lead. Plays it down low to Bowden in the corner. Back to McKenzie. Low, bounces over Bowden's stick. Semling recovers. Bernovic now. To the point for Oswego and back to Semling. Semling back up to Oswego. We've seen she's got a dangerous shot. Just a freshman. This one comes loose. Bernovic, a low shot. Turned away by the netminder Lorton. Reset. Semling didn't get much on that shot.
EP player without a stick over there.
A blast off the blocker of Lorton. Recovered by Bernovic.
Keep picking on that player over there.
That shot misses wide, and that's going to clear the zone for Eden Prairie. Semling's pass hit a skate, and that'll force the Bluebirds offside. Dump back in. Bowden tags up and gets there first. Tessa Bowden behind the net for Lily McKenzie. Up top is Oswego. Waits. Semling is shot. Pad saved to the corner for Lorton. Out to the point. Oswego. Her shot blocked and then forced all the way down by Macy Hasse. Hasse gets there and plays it at the net. Oswego will circle and skate to center. Down to 15 seconds left in the power play. Loose puck controlled by Eden Prairie, but it was offside.
Well, that was interesting there at the end, Howie. The puck didn't quite go where it needed to go for the EP player to get in on, on a break, but it was close. Good block at the point.
Well, the Bluebirds had a couple of chances on this power play, but
Lord
not able to
again.
find the
And
back
here
of the
comes
net.
another penalty against Eden Prairie as Easton was thrown to the ice by Ella Conrad right off the draw. Gonna call her for a high stick. So 9 seconds and 5 on 3.
Jerry, with all the penalties the Eden Prairie taking, they're lucky they're not down a little bit more than 2 goals.
It'd be very
not down, but they're giving up more than 2 goals.
Was that you
know what I meant.
Was that you or that puppet talking?
No, that was well, Papa would be actually much smarter, more clear than I.
Okay. Well, the Bluebirds need to get some chances on this to try to get one in because Eden Prairie is hanging around.
Blast by McKenzie goes wide. Semling recovers off the boards. Back across for Lily McKenzie. Tipped off her stick and cleared the lane. First penalty is expired, so back to 5 on 4 as Swegan pressured along the end boards by Pottinger. Gets it ahead for Semling. Long pass for Bernovic at center. Into the zone, she waits. Leaves it for Lily McKenzie. Tried to center. That hit traffic. Swept to the corner by Petrie. McKenzie trying to go cross ice. It was knocked down. Oswego will get it to Semling. Back to Oswego. Back to Semling. Back up top. That shot deflected into the corner. Bowden hustles and gets there first. McKenzie's shot blocked into the far corner. Off the body of McNeil. Out front, a shot gloved away by Lorton, and Eden Prairie able to clear again. Another opportunity for Bernovic in the slot on the power play. Bernovic tips it to Semling into the zone. Semling cuts across, her shot deflected just wide. Recovering off the end boards is Bowden. Eagles chop it away, but out at center, holding is Alford. Down low. Bowden tried to go short side up over the shoulder, but not able to elevate quite enough. Out to the point for McKenzie. McKenzie tried to shoot through the legs, and it didn't work. Hasse back the other way. Good back check from June Semling to sweep the puck away.
Yeah, very nice job by June.
Semling slowed but maintains control. Long pass to Bernovic. Into the zone. McKenzie off the side of the net. Bernovic recovers. Bernovic back out to Kyla Ketting. To Bernovic. Bernovic trying to center. Bowden. Under 30 seconds remaining. Bowden out front. A one-time attempt and a goal. Second of the game for Sydney Bernovic.
Very nice play by Bowden. She took the look. She got her head turned to look at what was happening in front of the net. Found the open player. And Bernovic puts it in nice and low and finally gets one by Lorton. That was a big goal for the Bluebirds.
Well, and I think this goes off the defender, or
see it there.
Or did it just go off of Lorton? But I know that's Bernovic wanted more on the shot, but that'll do. It was enough.
Yeah.
And it puts Champlin Park Coon Rapids back in the driver's seat. Just 22 seconds left in this second period.
Big goal in the last minute of any period or the first minute. Sets some goal. Here we go again.
Played in deep. Ketting pokes it behind. Easton recovers. She's tripped up. Eagles trying to get organized. Held along the boards by Del Castillo. That pass bounces away from Elva Krag, and that will do it for period number 2. A great period, really, for Eden Prairie coming back from 2 goals down. They tie it up with 2 very quick goals, just over or just under 90 seconds apart.
Yeah.
But the late goal means they've got to regroup again in the locker room. Down with their head coach, Steve Persian, is Howie Shapiro.
Thanks, Joe. Yes, I'm here with head coach Steve Persian. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about those first 2 periods really being outplayed, but all of a sudden you came back, got those 2 goals. Tough one to give up there at the end of this second period.
Yeah, first period was just not what we were looking for tonight, and so we were pretty disappointed with how we played. Going in the second period, we just talked about, you have to outwork the other team, and so it's not so much the shots, but it's more about outworking them and outsmarting them. And so that last goal, the kid got inside the box, and it was a good, really nice, quick one-time play. It was a really good goal. Yeah.
One of the things I know you guys want to work on is staying out of that penalty box. What's your message to the girls going into this third period? Now down by 1, but a lot of momentum back in your side with those 2 big goals in the second period.
Well, I think the message is, we come out, we played hard, we won the period 2-1, and if we stay out of the box and we can get regular shifts, we're probably going to have it could be a pretty good outcome. So.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the third. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll talk about that second period when we come back.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. After 2 periods, it's 3-2 in favor of the home team, Champlin Park Coon Rapids, in its home opener. And guys, pretty much what we expected, a tight contest. 2 teams that went to overtime last year, and after falling behind by 2, Eden Prairie able to climb right back in. Even with giving up that late goal, they've got to feel good coming into the third.
Yeah, they do. And what did you learn from your interview, Howie?
Well, I learned that there's some things they need to adjust, but they feel really good about that second period. They won the period, obviously 2-1. When I was walking off with Coach Persian, he said, we really did not like that first period. And I certainly understand it. They did not play well. They felt they have a little more momentum going into the third, and even though they're down by the 1 goal, they were disappointed that they gave that goal up. However, they've got an opportunity in the third period to get that back and some.
Yeah, that goal was big for the Bluebirds.
Gigantic, and really they have to feel, like what more can we do? They have really pounded away. Lorton has been outstanding for the Eagles, keeping them in this contest, but you allow teams to hang around and bad things happen, and we saw a couple of times where the Bluebirds a little bit lackadaisical with the puck at the top of their offensive zone, giving up some odd man rushes that they did not give up in the first period. And then, just loose pucks at the top of their defensive zone is what led to really both goals. Good battle coming off the boards for Pino on that second goal. And then Lily McKenzie, same thing. Challenging a puck at the top of the defensive zone, gets herself a breakaway, but a great play with the stick to break it up at the last second. And then, in the final 30 seconds, Bernovic, not one you want to leave alone. Oh, went off the post, off the keeper, and then off of her. I wasn't sure. I knew it didn't go directly in. Yeah. She didn't get all of it, kind of got it off the heel of her stick. But the end result is exactly what she was looking for.
And Bowden made a nice play. She got her body turned to look at what was available to her, saw an open player in the slot, and got the puck there.
Well, there's 17 more minutes to play, and I would assume after giving up a 2-goal lead, the Bluebirds will come out with a little more fire in the third and try and stretch that advantage and really close this one out. Third period is next on CTN.
Did you know that a player will jump an average of 300 times per game of volleyball?
Wow. And I think jumping up to go to the fridge is hard.
The fastest volleyball serve was over 83 miles per hour.
Yikes. If that serve were coming at me, they could have the point. I like my hands. They're dainty.
Huh?
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, 34 minutes in the books, put 17 more up on the board. We're ready to get the third period started. Sydney Bernovic, 2 goals to help her team get that 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and McKenzie had 2 goals the first game, so trying to see who else can get on the score sheet tonight and get that next goal.
Well, the next goal is going to be a big one for obviously for either team, because obviously you're going to tie it up at 3, or you're going to take a 2-goal cushion, which really what the Bluebirds want to do here.
Yeah,
Joe's laughing at me because I stated the obvious, but nonetheless, it's true.
100%.
Yep.
Well, we'll see what Coach Persian has done with his group in the locker room, see what kind of fire they can come out with here for the third period.
Well, Eden Prairie did
they
had much better legs in the second period. They had much better offensive zone presence, but didn't really put much through to the net on Wastrel.
Nope.
Still only 8 shots on goal through 2 periods for Eden Prairie. Part of that is the defense of Coach Gutterman's Bluebirds. A lot of block shots, challenged shots, not allowing them to get to the high danger scoring areas and really get good looks at their net and netminder.
Yeah, and they're playing their system well. They're supporting each other and making sure that they're blocking that pass to the net.
Well, to your point, Jerry, we'll see what kind of energy that the Bluebirds come out here after giving up a couple of goals in that second period and now getting momentum with that third.
McKenzie leaves it off for Alphen, fakes to the board, skates to the middle, his shot hits Semling in the back of the leg. Alphen able to hold at the line, shovel it back in deep. Pino is there, sweeps it back up the board. Alphen stops it up right to Bernovic walking in. That hits Semling again. Swept to the net, and it's covered up by Lorton.
Good shots, good start, but unfortunately that puck hitting all the traffic in front, not getting through. See here, a good walk in and a nice shot, hits her own player there. Unfortunately, Bernovic hits McKenzie with the puck. But
it was Semling, but either way,
trying to get those numbers.
You love
straight.
to have those screens, but you got to shoot through them. Always easier said than done.
Oh, it is, especially when they have 4 bodies in the way.
Tie up along the boards, kicked free, hacked at, poked away, and then sent into the far corner by Alphen. That pass deflected, kept in the zone. Semling stops up, sends it in deep. McKenzie wins the puck along the end boards and will now send it back in deep. Semling coming back through some pressure, puck poked free. And again, good support as Bernovic comes over and keeps up the pressure on Swartout, wouldn't let her out of the zone. This one played off the glass, held in. Milton poked it free. Swartout got it back, or Petrie rather. Played it across. And now it is sent in deep by Eden Prairie. They've got to get a line change. First 90 seconds of the period spent almost exclusively in their defensive end. Bluebirds will fire it in deep. They'll get a line change. June Semling continues to forecheck. Del Castillo steps up and gets a steal. Trying to play it out front. Bodies flying all over. Milton trying to hold. Puck comes to the slot. Del Castillo's shot deflected to the corner. Eagles ring it around. Del Castillo holds again. Now swept out to center by Bowden. She'll recover near side for Zahalka into the zone. Zahalka protects in the corner. Circles away. Bowden coming in. Cycles down to the corner. Fighting through the pressure from Streed. Tried to cut back. Puck poked free. Picked up by Allison Dahl. And now swept up the board where Streed will send it out to center. Pottinger jumps on it with speed. Poked away by Oswegan into the corner. They tie up along the end boards. Oswegan kicks it forward. Eagles come away with it. Out to the point. The shot through traffic is saved by Wastrel. As McNeil able to get that through the bodies out front and in on the goalkeeper.
Wastrel stood tall on that one. It was a tough save.
She's a good goaltender, and they rely on her, obviously.
That shot blocked by Bowden back out to center. Flipped back in by McNeil. The Eagles have to tag up. Oswegan carries it in. Hands off. Zahalka is shot. Blocker save by Lorton. Oswegan look into the slot. Will circle on her backhand. Back to her forehand. That's deflected and bounced just wide. That went off a couple of bodies out front and just nearly missed the left post.
Yeah, great chance there.
Another block. This one back into the Bluebirds' end, but fresh on the ice is Del Castillo. Races down. Backhander misses just wide.
Yeah, she's had a good game.
Pino comes away with it. Skates to center for Eden Prairie. She'll dump it in deep. First one there, Alphin plays it up the boards. Reed couldn't hang on, but able to force it out to center. This one is a souvenir.
If your arm was about 8 feet longer, you could cut that.
Oh, yeah, Stretch Armstrong. You remember old Stretch?
This is that one went off of a stick and then off of the hand
Pinball
of Natalie McNeil and just fluttered wide.
Well, we've mentioned the name Del Castillo a lot tonight. We want to give a shout out to the Del Castillo family in Alabama watching us, and we certainly appreciate everyone watching and hope you're having a good time enjoying the game, and hope you're enjoying the fact that the professor, Jerry Grant, is back in the booth. Three in the booth.
Well, they might not even know who I am.
Oh, they
hello
know.
To
no,
you
your
all
reputation
down there.
precedes you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everyone knows who Jerry Grant is.
Another face-off win after the false start. Blew the initial win dead. Eagles able to get it to center. Petrie from a long ways out. Wastrel will cover it up.
Yep, good decision by Wastrel there. Eden Prairie had a rush. They had numbers, and she just froze that puck and settled things down.
Played right in on Wastrel, kicked away. Bernovik's pass deflected, stays in the zone. Backdoor feed, and Bernovik with a great defensive play. Did not allow the Eagles player to get a stick on it.
The Eagles getting a little bit of a zone presence down there. That again, they need that.
It was Elvakrog on the back door, and Bernovik, if she doesn't get there with that stick, this is a tie game again. Behind the net goes Petrie. Looking, working on her backhand, trying to feed it back in the corner. Semling to the line, but not out. Held there momentarily by Swartout. Semling jams it back down to Lily McKenzie. Went to a knee, still trying to play the puck. Oswegan pinches but gets beat. Having to reach back for it was Ava Moe. Plays it hard across, nobody there. That's deflected in deep by Semling, and she'll go get a line change.
That's good. Keep the lines moving right now.
Paginen down from her defensive position to forecheck while that line change was happening. And now a 2-on-1 back the other way. Mitchell, her pass deflected, and then a good back check from Zahalka to tip it away from Sarah David in the high slot. David had it poked away again, but right to the point. That shot misses everything into the corner. Bowden chips it off the board out to center. Recovered by Pino. Right out to Mitchell at center ice. Mitchell with the defender falling, takes the shot, misses high and wide. And it's out of the reach of David on the far side. Back out to center. Ketting tried to flip it in. That hit Pino. Eagles back in. Sent right back out by Callie Alford. Evelyn Semling using her body to try and gain control of the puck. Bowden able to flip it in deep. Just out of the reach of Natalie McNeil. She recovers behind her own net. Long pass to center off the feet of Alphen. Recovered by Olivia Reed. She gets into the zone. Down deep. Tried to go short side. Hit the side of the net. Del Castillo just sends it back in deep. High off the glass. Held in by Alphen. Reed on the midboard. Trying to get it to Evelyn Semling. It's played out to the point. Del Castillo has shot that deflected it off the end board. Del Castillo can't get through the traffic. Poke free by Kolkoski. Her pass broken up by Alphen. Now chopped in deep by Street. Easton tied up as she got to the puck first. 3 Eagles in on the forecheck. Down 1. Under 10 minutes to play in the third period.
Very aggressive.
Far side, Semling tied up. Puck poked free and now played in on Wastrel, and she'll cover it up. Not a lot of speed or power on that one, but got through to the netminder, and that was
a huge chance for Mitchell, obviously, and with the Bluebird player losing an edge and going down, she gets a free look at the net.
She loaded that thing up. That was a hard shot.
Yep.
Out to the point. The shot by Conrad was blocked and went wide. Battle behind the net. Elva Krog out to the point again. Shot through traffic. Blocker save. Wastrel rebound. Makes another save and is able to cover up.
Prairie's putting the heat on.
Well, and that's what Coach Gutterman was talking about, those rebounds, and they're so dangerous. You give up that rebound in front of the net. Fortunately, Wastrel able to cover up on it and force that face-off.
Using those points well. The wing to the far point play has been working real nice for Eden Prairie.
McKenzie able to win the draw. Clearing attempt hit Nola Milton. She can't get the pass to the boards. Again, Eagles on the forecheck, bringing a lot of pressure. 3 players under the goal line. Clearing attempt does not get out. Loose puck in the slot. Bluebirds can't clear again. Sent deep by Conrad. And back it goes again to Alvacrook. This might be the longest possession of the game so far for Eden Prairie. McKenzie can't get it through the legs of Conrad. Conrad plays it up the board. Del Castillo able to hold the line. Conrad has it back. Pressured by Semling. Del Castillo poking at it as well. Lily McKenzie comes away with it. Tried to drag it through Conrad's feet. Comes loose instead to Ketting. She's knocked off it in the high slot. Cross ice pass. Mo had to slow down for it, and the Bluebirds able to relieve her of the biscuit. Ketting shot deflected and goes wide.
A nice back check by Semling that time.
Bowden sends a backhander in. Lorton will cover it up. 7:42 to go in the third period. Still a 3-2 lead for Champlin Park Coon Rapids.
Yeah, and the Bluebirds just can't get that 4th goal. They get a little cushion, so Eden Prairie keeps pushing hard. So just got to keep playing sound defense. Make sure you're covering people and not giving them open shots.
Well, the longer you keep the Bluebirds off the board with that 4th goal, the more confidence that Eden Prairie will have to try and tie this game up.
Paginen back into her own end. The pass just out of the reach of Zahalka. Back the other way come the Eagles, and they are offside at the line. Pino was slowed just enough to force the play offside.
That's the way to do it. Use that blue line, force them offside.
Coach Persian looking for an answer from his squad here.
Tie up on the draw. Puck still in the feet of the centers. Finally poked free and swept in by Kolkoski. Oswegan fanned on the attempt to ring it around the boards. Stays with it, comes back in possession with it. That pass deflected right away, though, and Dahl had an opportunity, but then chopped off her stick. Alphen able to get through a little bit of traffic and then taken into the boards. And
that's a
Eden Prairie's going to get the penalty.
Hold the goalie, there she goes.
Eagles able to get to the puck, and they will go back on the penalty kill. 6:49 to go in the period.
Yeah, the ref took his time to make that call, but when you hear the noise all the way up here.
Yeah, you know, you're going to see it here.
Boom,
Right into the
shoulder
board.
right into her.
Yep. You know, and Jerry, when I talked to Coach Persian, we talked about the fact that they've had a lot of penalties here tonight, and it led to opportunities, and now another one.
Yeah. Well, Dahl, you know, she's trying to chase Elfin down. Was that a great game? She's hard to chase down because she's a great skater.
Well, and staying aggressive on the forecheck has clearly been key for the Eagles.
Yes.
And it has served them well, but that can be the flip side. Lily McKenzie with speed through center. Top of the slot, shot blocked into the corner. She'll recover it there.
Eden Prairie's blocked a lot of shots.
Oswegan looking for the tip just out of the reach of Brnovic. McKenzie back down low. Bowden out of the corner. Looks into the middle. Back to McKenzie. Looking to get it to Brnovic in that bumper spot. Didn't get through, but she's able to battle it and get it back for herself.
It's all about finding what's open. Don't force things. They're open players.
McKenzie trying to draw through a defender. Lost the handle, and it's cleared the length of the ice.
Yeah, earlier when the Bluebirds had a good power play going, they were moving that puck. They were making Eden Prairie chase the puck. That's all you have to do. Just keep moving that puck, get them out of position.
Yeah, because then you'll find that opening and you get the opportunity to
It'll
take the shot.
eventually go. You just got to take your time.
McKenzie with speed in offside.
Too bad. That one went in after the offside. Maybe that's a good sign. Finally got something by
Right?
Lorton?
Lorton.
Kyla Ketting into the zone. Easton gives it to Milton. A shot that misses wide. Near side, Callie Alford. Looks in the middle, sends it across instead for Milton. 30 seconds left on the power play. Zahalka down low to Milton, back up top to Alphen. Back to Milton at the hash marks. Goes cross ice out of the reach of Ketting. Eagles jump on it, able to get it over the stick of Alphen, and here's an opportunity for Pottinger. Pottinger in shorthanded, misses wide.
A great opportunity for the Eagles there.
Alphen fights through some pressure, gets it out to center, and sends it in deep. As the penalty to Dahl expires, another kill for Eden Prairie.
It wasn't a bad power play. They moved the puck well, just didn't get any real good shots where they wanted them.
Del Castillo at the point, down to Zahalka, tried to center. That missed and ended up behind the net. Kyla Ketting on the far boards, trying to get back around McNeil. Can't get through. Brnovic hacks at it. Eagles fire it out to center. McKenzie at it momentarily, wins it back. Brnovic now circling at center ice. Down the left wing. Cuts away from Conrad. Conrad able to wrap her up in the corner. Puck pinned behind the foot of Conrad. Kicked free for Lily McKenzie out, and Semling couldn't get a stick on it.
That was unfortunate because that was right there for her to get that shot on net.
Wide open.
Yep.
Puck kick free right to the Eagles. An opportunity for Genevieve Street in the slot, but couldn't get much on it, and it just fluttered wide of the net. McKenzie cross ice trying to get it to Brnovic, out of her reach, turned around by Swartout. Back in is Mitchell, left it off. Here's the shot. Wastrel sucks it in like a vacuum cleaner and says, let's clean it up a little bit, D.
No rebound for you.
Yeah, it was a good idea again. Stop the play. Eden Prairie coming at her a little bit. So just get a whistle, get your line straightened out, and get back to work.
On the board, Eden Prairie out shooting Coon Rapids 6-2 in this period.
They've carried some play. There's no doubt about that.
Off the draw, Ketting with speed around the defender. Racing in, she'll take the shot. A shoulder save for Lorton, and it's up out of play.
Oh, too bad. That was a really nice rush by Ketting.
That was a nice rush, and she had Bowden too coming in through the middle as well, but gets that shot on net.
Well, she took what the defender gave her.
Yes.
The defender went towards the pass, so
Yep.
just keep going to the net, get to a good spot, and let it rip, and she did. And
Well, I think McNeil underestimated the speed of Kyla Ketting, allowed her to get behind her.
there was speed there.
Played around, Milton pinches down. Continues to battle at the hash marks. Pokes it into the corner. Ketting chops it free. Zahalka first one there for CPCR. She'll send it back into the corner. Pino gets there first. Bowden recovers the loose puck out to the point. Milton the one-timer. Deflected by Ketting, but right into the breadbasket of Riley Lorton.
Good idea.
Great idea, great opportunity as well.
Well, they've been getting bodies to those shooting positions, getting sticks in there, looking for those deflections.
Yeah.
That's smart hockey, and it will pay off. The more you do it, the more you work on it, the better it'll pay off later in the season.
Yeah.
Del Castillo plays it across. Quickly pushed in deep as the pressure was there on Milton at the point. McKenzie stops things up right at the red line. Brnovic continues to pressure. McKenzie gets it, dumps it in. And the Bluebirds come on the forecheck. Conrad with it. Slowed and stopped up by Brnovic. Milton in there holding her position as well along the boards, keeping it between her feet. McKenzie went to this support position, but then fanned as the puck came free, or else she would have been walking to a great scoring spot. Del Castillo cross ice, handcuffed Brnovic a little bit. She picks it up off the board, racing to the other end. Swartout able to swat it away. Semling tried to play it back to the point. In the midst of a change, Pageant can't track it down. Petrie got it lost in her feet, and will just dump it in. As we're down to 1:35 remaining in the third period.
And the goaltender.
Pageant will skate through center into the zone, leave it off for June Semling, a shot, and that misses into the far corner. Elva Krog gets it out to center. Oswego at her own blue line to Semling. Cross ice in some skates. McKenzie recovers a shot. Glove save by Lorton. We'll have a face-off in the Eden Prairie end with 70 seconds remaining.
Just to keep that puck down in their end so they can't get the goaltender out of net. Get that extra skater.
That's it. Then he shot a good shot. He did a nice job there, taking what was given to her.
Very rarely do you give up a goal when you're in the offensive end.
It's really rare.
Timeout called by Eden Prairie.
And so, yes, a good strategy is to just stay in the offensive end.
Absolutely.
Again, easier said than done.
That's right. Well,
but that is typically going to help you win hockey games in the last minute.
Yeah, and the Bluebirds were doing a nice job there the last few minutes, keeping that puck out of their end and pushing it down into the Eden Prairie end and staying on it, putting pressure on that puck. And if they can do that for another minute 10, they will be getting a good result.
Now able to get a few more shots on net. When you look at the difference between the first game that Eden Prairie played with 37 shots on goal, just 14 here so far tonight. I know Coach Persian like a little more offensive opportunities for his squad.
Right.
Well, and credit the Bluebird defense. They have done a really good job all game of keeping Eden Prairie out of their end,
Yeah.
but when they are in there, they spend all the time on the perimeter.
Yep.
And when they have had shots, good back checking, good presence to get the rebounds out.
Yeah, and get the puck out of their end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you have an open player, get it, but they've been lugging it when they have open lanes too. So whatever works, get it out of your end, and that's where you need to keep things rolling for another minute 10. Win the draw, put it down in the corner, and work.
Lily McKenzie will line up for the draw against Adriana Mitchell. Mitchell able to win the draw, played off the boards. Del Castillo pinches to Told. Gets past her. Mitchell able to force it out to center. Hacked at by Del Castillo. Getting in is Semling. Semling snaps his shot and just misses wide. McKenzie plays it back to the corner. Semling is there battling as well for the Bluebirds. Able to get it free. Del Castillo pokes it back down low. McKenzie.
Yeah, they're not in a hurry to move the puck.
Well, it's almost as if she's content to try and freeze the puck for the last 45 seconds. It's a little bit.
That's a long time to freeze it.
It's a little bit early to start trying to just burn clock that way.
Well, you know what? As long as you have the puck, keep your feet moving, take every second you can off that clock.
100%.
Yes.
Never going to hurt you, right?
And if you can get it toward the net, that's
even
good
better.
things. Yeah, most goals are scored in and around the net.
That's also, you've really been astute the last few minutes here.
Did you say a stoop?
I've been astute. I've been astute for much longer than a few minutes, and this is a penalty that the Bluebirds really did not need to take.
No.
So an offensive zone face-off, an opportunity to get Lorton to the bench and get a 6-on-4 for the final 24 seconds.
And timeout left yet, and Bluebirds probably will take it. Rest their players they need on the kill.
Yes, they're
there it
definitely
is,
doing
and
that.
there goes that stick. On a trip with the foot. Yep.
Tough one to give up at this point in the game.
Yeah, Semling just got herself in a bad position, and her leg went in there, and that's a penalty.
Well, and of course, the positive side, you can ice the puck.
Yes, you can. You can ice the puck.
So
one
a
ice thing
face-off
would about do it.
A face-off win and an ice, and if you can slow them from getting back into the zone, that may be all it takes.
That could do it. Well, these are good situations to be working on early in the year. See what your team can do when they're down a player and a goalie pulled. So
6-on-4. That'll be a tough one.
Yeah, let's see if they can spread the ice out and win the draw in Prairie. And if they have early in the year, I don't know if you worked on 6-on-4 too much, but we'll see.
Yeah.
At this point in the year, I'm going to guess not
probably
a lot.
not.
But they've probably done it at some point in their career.
Yep.
So.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
But the face-off.
Well, that's why that
key.
timeout is so important. Just to make sure.
Face-off becomes critical.
Yes.
And we'll see who they put in the draw. Again, that top line, it was interesting to see Bernovic, Semling, and McKenzie all take draws in that first couple of minutes of the first period.
Yeah, it's on the goaltender's left side, so.
All of the Bluebirds giving pats on the head to Maddie Wastrel, their goalkeeper. Mitchell able to win the draw for the Eagles. Played back to Pino at the point. Across the shot. A save by Wastrel into the corner. Back out it comes. Conrad will leave it back on the mid-boards. A shot hit some traffic. Did not get through. Bernovic able to clear, and that should do it as we're under 5 seconds remaining. The Champlin Park Coon Rapids Bluebirds are going to start the season 2-0.
Wastrel stood strong there at the end. She had to make a good save there, and she did.
She really did. You know, anytime you get on pressure like 6-on-4, it makes it difficult for the goaltender because you got to be able to see where that puck's coming.
That's right. Yeah, and smart teams put that extra player somewhere in front of her.
Yep. Oh, nice victory for the Bluebirds, as Joe mentioned, to go to 2-0 for the season and have beaten the Eagles twice. Once this year, once last year now.
Well, it's when you can beat good teams, that's always a feather in your cap.
Absolutely.
Well, and 2 1-goal wins for Champlin Park Coon Rapids to start the season. Both games, I think, they have had the better end of the play and have had the opportunity to stretch those leads. Has not come back to hurt them.
Yeah, right.
But
something to work on.
moving forward in the season, you have to be able to deliver that knockout punch.
Oh, yes.
It's early, and keep winning and keep building. And I thought the team played pretty well most of the game. Third period, even Prairie came out real hard. And the Bluebirds weathered the storm. They held it together.
They
Well,
did.
Lily McKenzie was the team's leading scorer last season. She opened the schedule with a 2-goal game. Sydney Bernovic finished second on the team in scoring last year. And in game 2, she had the multi-point contest. One of them coming on the power play. Bluebirds got that 2-0 lead. Eden Prairie came back, had 2 goals less than 90 seconds apart. And then the Bluebirds able to finish it. The first with Bernovic jumping on the loose puck and burying it, and then Briley Del Castillo beating her top shelf. But Eden Prairie, yeah, these 2 goals happening just 90 seconds apart. Loose puck, just absolute cannon from the point for Conrad. And 90 seconds later, it was Pino. But then under 30 seconds left in that period, the one-timer from Bernovic off the post, off the keeper and in. Turns out to be a game winner.
Yeah, it was a real nice hockey game, and that third goal was a nice one there, and we 2-0.
Well, no, too, and you face a little adversity in the end of that game, and you're able to stave it off and get that win. So just a nice victory for the Bluebirds. I'd like to see that.
And they hit the road on Tuesday, going to Buffalo. And Howie, we'll be there.
Oh my!
And then on the road next Saturday against Gentry, the defending state champions, who started their season with a loss on Thursday. And will not have played another contest between. So they may be a little bit angry when the Bluebirds come to town next Saturday.
They could be, but hey, the Bluebirds keep playing as they are, as I expect they will. Should be a good contest.
Well, and a lot more to come here on CTN. We're just getting the winter season started. Boys on the horizon just after the Thanksgiving holiday. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Champlin Park Coon Rapids 3 and Eden Prairie 2. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro and Jerry Grant, I'm Joe Young saying good night.